Hi guys, what did you think to my amazing intro? We tried several times to film it. It's a Sunday and way too much traffic noise, but in the end, that's the best we could do. So if you couldn't work it out, I am in Alice Springs, which is in Central Australia. I'm part of the Northern Territory, and I'm here for the Beanie Festival, the 29th running of the Beanie Festival. Yes, next year it'll be going 30 years, and rumour has it it could be the last one. Alice Springs has a population roughly 30,000. It's often known as the Red Centre, but currently after 4 years of good rain, it's a bit green, which is lovely. It's very cold at night. It's like 23, 24 Celsius during the day, but can drop to -1 overnight once the sun goes down. It's very dry weather compared to the humidity I'm used to, having a few skin issues. Anyway, guys, the Beanie Festival. I heard about it 4 or 5 years ago when my market stall, a lady came and bought 10 beanies, and she asked for a bit of discount because she was bringing them to the Beanie Festival in Alice Springs. She came back and bought another 10, and I gave her 10% off the whole sale each time. So yes, I got curious about the Beanie Festival, and I've always wanted to come here. And Alice Springs is like a 4 or 5 hour drive from Uluru, formerly known as Ayers Rock, which is somewhere else we want to see. And I'll show you that in another video. So the Beanie Festival, we went along opening day Friday, and it is amazing. It far exceeded anything I expected. There are table after table of beanies for sale. They are sent from everywhere in the globe. All over the world come to compete in this Beanie Festival, and they receive up to 8,000 beanies. The ones that you see for sale on the opening day Friday are the ones that have been judged and put aside, and they sell them. Now, I think maximum price for those is $120, and believe me, there are a few there. They do say a lot less, but $35 was the cheapest I saw. And yes, Thing even found one from Cairns, a very basic beanie. He goes, "Why haven't you been entering?" Anyway, I took some video snapshots of the tables. The organizer said, just try not to get anyone's face, just the beanies in the videos, which I have done. So after this short extended intro, there'll be some snapshots of little videos all compiled together to show you the different beanies on sale. And yes, I did spend some money. I did buy some things at this Beanie Festival. It's not just beanies. There are tea cozies, and you're invited to send yarn that you have spun by hand yourself and hand dyed. And there was a table of yarn. It is just fascinating and really well organized, and just exceeds my expectations. I'll come back after the short videos and let you see what I have done and what I have bought. There is also on the Friday, late in the evening, about 6 o'clock, they open the art gallery, which is associated with this building, for the entries that made it to the final and the judging. And it is an art gallery exhibition. True, I went there because I said to Thing, I want to see the quality that makes it to the final and see if I'm good enough to enter. Wow, unbelievable. And I'll come back and tell you from the picture slideshows what, I may even put it on the pictures, what some of these beanies have sold for. Because today's Sunday and we went back for a second look, hoping there would be less people. And we saw what some of them had sold for. And yes, it is amazing. I highly recommend, if you're gonna come to Australia, come to Alice Springs, especially next year if it is the last Beanie Festival ever to be held here. It would be a shame. It generates a lot of tourism dollars, a lot of interest in this part of Australia that often goes unnoticed. So guys, enjoy the little videos, enjoy the slideshow, and I'll be back with you shortly. Bye for now. So what did you think? Did you think it was amazing? And what did you think to the slideshows that made the judging and won? I did ask, they don't have like a dog show with all the different breeds. They have best in show, the best dog. They don't have an overall best in show. They have different category winners, and for whatever reason they win. But I am encouraged to enter next year, especially as it will be the last one. But I have to be really creative, on point with my skills, and lift my game, because they were amazing. Thing like the platypus beanie, which sold for $400. Mine, because they have a People's Choice Award, mine was the Care for Your Brain beanie, which was the big football, because I figured it fit the theme for this year really well. They do theme each year. This year's was sporting. And yes, I thought it was just an excellent interpretation of the theme and what is going on in Australia at the moment. Some of our older footballers who suffered a lot of head injuries, regardless of which football sport they played, are having real mental health issues and brain issues. So yes, if you're going to play football, make sure you care for your brain. I just thought it was a really great interpretation. Guys, the Beanie Festival has lived up to and beyond my expectations. I love it. You can volunteer. I met a lady today who's been volunteering this year because she came up for it, where there's a Thursday night sign up for volunteers, and you can do different things. Like you can sit at the tables that display the beanies, you can sit at the end, answer any questions if you can, and rearrange the displays as they get messed up. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I bought. Besides, I bought the t-shirt for this year, Alice Springs Beanie Festival. Sporting headgear was the theme. Sporting headgear. So, now, I did buy one special beanie that I won't be showing you. One of the high-end beanies that I'll be sending to someone. It's more of a hat, but I think they will appreciate it and will really care for it and receive it with warmth and caring and kindness that it's been sent when I send it. So yes, it's going overseas. So I won't be showing you any beanies. Oh, correction. I did buy a beanie. All over town, you see little different knitted beanies like this. This one's got a pin on the back so you can wear it as a brooch. I actually, at the time, thought it was just a beanie, and I bought it as a gift for flat Lala when she arrives. Whole other story. And when she takes it back, normal Lala can wear it as a brooch. But yes, it's a little beanie that I bought at the Beanie Festival. They're everywhere you go. You see these little beanies, and they don't sell them. You have to buy them at the festival. Besides this shirt, they're selling off old shirts, and had one in orange. Mind you, it's ginormous, but I had to buy it. This one was from last year, the 28th Beanie Festival. What was the theme last year? Last year's was Listen to the Land, and that was the only orange one they had. It's ginormous, but as Thing said, you could wear it as a nightie or around the house, and I love it. So last year's theme was Listen to the Land. The reason it may not go beyond next year is the organising committee. I've done it for 29, and it will be their 30th year, and they're not young, hence me, and they're burnt out. And unless someone can come up with a plan on how to, or take over, or how they do it, it will come to an end next year, which is a real shame. I hope the local government get on board and organise it, and learn next year from the ladies who've been running it how to do it. It's with great appreciation that they do this. It is really a special festival. The other thing I bought was, of course, I looked at the hand-dyed yarn, the hand-spun yarn. This was Margaret, I think it's Murphy, but it's not very clear. And the yarn title is Spring Awakes. I could have used that from Gary's Make-Along mood board, Spring Awakes. And she's from, it's handwritten, Bitten, Victoria, which is down south. It's a wool nylon blend, and it's variegated greens. Yes, I bought greens. There wasn't much orange. There was a lot of dark colours. There was a lot of black alpaca with some highlights. But boy, I refused to pay over $100 for 100 grams of yarn. But I must admit, this was pretty exy, but Thing said it's a one-off, and you want it, get it. And to put all my goodies in, I bought a Alice Spring Beanie Festival sporting headwear. I don't know if I'll give this away or whether I'll hang on to it. Now, I invited you to make a novelty beanie because I knew I was coming to this festival, and I thought it would be fun to have a novelty beanie. I've had a few in. I've had one from Laura at Mad Mimi Farming and Crochet, or Crochet and Farming, which really made me laugh. I've had 4 in from Thea, and they're really great. I've had 2 in from Julianne, and they made me, I was talking to people at the festival about them because I wore my novelty beanie. I'll be back with you in a second. So when you go to the festival, you're encouraged to wear beanies. And my novelty beanie is the Twisted Kraken. He's looking a little worse for wear. His tentacles were a lot more curly on Friday, and he was quite the talking point at the festival when I wore him. Thing wore his Guinness beanie. That was a talking point. We sat to listen to the band, and we were right at the back, and even the lady in the band said, guys, you've got to turn around and see the lady's orange octopus beanie. I was really thrilled. Thing went to the bar to buy a drink, a beer, and the girl wanted a photo of his Guinness beanie because her boyfriend was Irish. We got stopped so many times for photos, and it was so much fun, and it was just nice. So for my novelty beanie along, and I'll take some better photos than this, it's the Twisted Kraken. I bought this pattern in 2022 off Etsy, all because Reeves had seen, like, he watches a lot of American sports, and I think it's, I can't think who's got the Kraken. it may have been a basketball game, and the Kraken is their mascot. And there was a girl in the audience that made it worldwide on the news because she had this green and blue in the colors of the team, the Twisted Kraken. Everyone kept asking her, does she sell them? Does she make them? At the festival, some young guy said, oh, you need to buy that. It looks really good. And I said, why would I buy it when I made it? And he was, ah! Yeah, it was really fun. And I have enjoyed making the Twisted Kraken. But even in Alice Springs, there he is. I'll get Thing to take some more photos that I'll put at the end. It's really quite hot. I'm not sure I got the eye slits right. Had one guy say to me, he looks like a really angry cat Kraken that's about to eat you. But yes, it was amazing. There is an amazing octopus tea cozy that I have seen the pattern for several times that took out best tea cozy and first prize. She did an excellent job. To keep her tentacles curled, she has stitched them in place. I noticed that today. So you still have time. You have till the end of June to make your novelty beanie. And I hope you jump on board and have some fun. Check out a pattern that are so easy. I've seen beanies with teddy bears stuck on them. I've seen beanies with just long dreadlocks looking like, you know, Bob Marley. It's just truly an amazing event, and we've really enjoyed it. I think Things enjoyed it as much as me. The music, the food, everything that goes on out there, and it is so well organized. So yes, I will see what I can crochet or knit next year, and I will send an entry. You can send up to 10 entries of beanies, 10 entries of tea cozies, 10 entries of yarn that you have hand spun and hand dyed yourself. Guys, there's some other things we've done in Alice Springs and around the surrounding area, and I'll put that in another video. Just to encourage you, if you plan to come to Australia, consider visiting this area. It certainly could do with the tourism dollars, and it certainly is a beautiful place to be. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and get making your novelty beanie for the Beanie Fest AU.